This morning, we're going to continue our Kindness 101 series with Steve Hartman, sharing stories built around kindness and character. I love that intro. And people who've mastered those qualities, we could all use a tip now and again. Today's lesson is in honesty. Steve and his kids show us that it's usually the best policy, of course, even if you're not so sure you're going to like the way the cookie crumbles when you fess up.
Good morning. This is my daughter, Meryl. And today, I'm going to be perfectly frank with you, because today's class is about
honesty. And for a definition, let's toss it over to my brother Emmett at the dictionary desk. Emmett?
Good morning, Meryl. Honesty is basically not telling lies and not being deceptive in any way.
perfect. Have you ever lied about anything?
Yes, but not on a basis.
Not on a what basis?
Not on a regular basis.
I think everyone has lied. There's even studies showing that parents lie.
I've never seen such a study. Like, what would a parent possibly lie about?
I totally didn't eat the Oreos.
Got me there.
There was like a whole row gone.
I don't like the direction this is going.
I feel like everyone has to lie at some point.
Why do you think people aren't honest all the time?
I feel like oftentimes people have a fear of being in trouble.
Yeah, dishonesty can get you short-term gains. But if you're honest, the long-term gains can be so much more rewarding. To prove the point, let's look at a classic from our archives. A story that shows just how rewarding honesty can be.
Of all the things a little girl can aspire to, Charlotte McCourt of South Orange, New Jersey says the most important of these is to be truthful.
Yes, it's like a core feeling.
Why so important to you?
Because if you're not honest, then what are you?
Charlotte says the first 8 words of the Girl Scout law are, "I will do my best to be honest." So when it came time to peddle her Girl Scout cookies, she decided to tell her customers the whole truth. In this letter to one customer that went viral on the internet, she wrote, "The Girl Scout organization can sometimes use false advertisement." She then graded the cookies. She gave the Do-Si-Do a 5 for its unoriginal bland flavor, while saving most of her venom for the dreaded Toffee-tastic. She gave it a 1 for being a bleak, flavorless, gluten-free wasteland. "It's as flavorless as dirt," she wrote.
My sister and I threw out the box. Like, we tried everything. We tried dunking it in tea. We tried dunking it in hot chocolate. It is just gross.
Would you like to buy some Girl Scout cookies?
As you might expect, brutal honesty like that can have a dramatic impact on sales. Charlotte was hoping to sell 300 boxes,
Is that all?
but she got nowhere near that. Nowhere near.
That's you?
That is all me.
When we visited, she had already sold more than 23,000 boxes.
How do you explain this?
Truth in advertising.
Apparently, honesty has become such an aberration.
See, look.
The truth so sadly missed that when all these people read Charlotte's letter, they felt compelled to support her.
I sold thousands of Samoas and thousands of Thin Mints
Have you sold any Toffee-tastics?
to my grandmother.
It was before Charlotte wrote the letter.
Just one box.
So then she gave them to her friend who
Who has a dog?
who has a gluten allergy.
Okay.
So there is your hope, America, that honesty can and will prevail.
Hard to imagine a better role model for honesty than Charlotte McCourt, who joins us now. Hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
Where did you learn to be so honest?
From my parents. My parents were very honest to me growing up, and that kind of taught me how to live my life and how to live my life honestly.
Do you think honesty is always the best policy, or are there exceptions? Like when my wife asks me if she looks good in a dress.
Honesty doesn't have to be your raw opinion. You can present honesty in a kind way, and honesty and kindness don't have to conflict. So I think instead of being honest all the time, just live your life with an air of honesty.
So, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I really want to work in politics. I would love to be like a chief of staff for a senator.
So you're giving up on the honesty thing?
You can do both. You can do both.
You know that's not a field known for its honesty.
I think that's why it's so important to bring honesty into it.
Well, I think you've got our vote, right? Mm-hmm. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
So that wraps up another successful class. And to celebrate, I'd like to reward you both with a heaping helping of Toffee-tastics.
Really?
Really?
They're horrible. No. Does anybody have water?
We'll see you next time.
And don't forget to stay kind.
Well, Charlotte did say that they're quite dry. She was telling the truth. I think she'd be great in politics.
Yeah,
She needs to
for
bring some of
sure.
that honesty, because Steve
course.
is right. A lot of politicians are very fluid with the truth. They could use people like Charlotte.
Yeah, I hope she
there.
can change Washington, and Washington doesn't change her.
Yeah, that was
All
good.
right.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Well done.